Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is RT Fitch coming to you from, once again, the Double R Saloon. Just a couple words up front. I know that normally everything that we put on our blog and we talk about is centered around wild horses and burros. We are going to continue to do that. But during this time of crisis, we're going to add a few other things in an effort to hopefully make your life a little more fun and a little more interesting. And today we're going to give out some facts about toilet paper that you might find interesting. But before we do that, sticking on the idea of animals, ladies and gentlemen, during this time of crisis when we're all self-isolating at home, will you please do us a favor and give your dogs a break? I have sat upstairs and watched what goes up and down the road. And as far as neighbors go, there's one elderly dog that for years a young man has walked up and down the street. But I'm here to tell you, I'm seeing dogs and people I have never seen before. It's a solid stream of dogs, very tired dogs, going up and down the middle of the street. I'm thinking these dogs aren't real happy because being I've never seen them before, I pretty much figure that they lay around the house on the couch normally. They're watching Judge Judy and Dr. Phil. And then you ask the question, hey, you got to go to the bathroom? They go, yeah, sure. You open the door and let them on the backyard and bring them back in. And now you're dragging their furry butts all over the place. Would you please have some compassion for your dogs? So with that said, I want to talk about something. I do not know what this is about, but why in the hell are people hoarding toilet paper? We have a health crisis going on out there. I moved into this present place that I am staying in for almost 2 years, and there were 3 rolls of toilet paper here, and they pretty much lasted me most of the time because I'm a guy, and we guys being cheap and pretty much on schedule. If any of this offends you, then stop now because it's going to get worse. We wait till we get to work, take care of business, play a little game of solitaire, daily challenge, only one because, and then we move on. But I know you ladies, it's a little different. So I'm speaking primarily to you. Now there's a big panic. Some people are running out of toilet paper. I mean, like, oh my God, what do we do? Well, that's what we're here to help you with today. We're going to show you a few things that you can do. Terry and I, when we were first married, almost a quarter of a century ago, we were immediately sent to a foreign country to live for 4 years. We went to Brazil. And things in foreign countries, both then and currently today, even in modern places like China, they do things a little differently when it comes to TP. And mainly, their plumbing system are so small, you can't even flush toilet paper down there in your toilet. So you ask, well, what do they do, RT? And I'm here to show you, and don't get grossed out, but this is something you can do. First off, this is a little 99-cent plastic wastebasket. Okay? And here's something else that's free. This is a plastic shopping bag. Why we save these, Terry, I don't know, but maybe this is the reason. But if you are a horse owner, or I don't want to say owner, if you have a companion animal who's a horse and you two go riding on trails together, everybody knows, and people who don't ride horses don't know this, these bags eat horses. There's nothing more terrifying to a horse than this bag fluttering in the wind in the bush. Horses and people have died because of these, so be careful. So, first step is you take this bag, which is free, and you put it like this on your little 99-cent wastebasket, and you have yourself a receptacle. I failed to show you that this commodity right here seems to be turning the world upside down right now. I almost feel guilty. 2 weeks ago, I went to the local grocery store, and of course, all the toilet paper was gone. Well, I don't need toilet paper. I've got another year and a half supply up there, 3 rolls. But way in the back on the top shelf, where nobody else could see, was a little old lonely 12-pack. And I don't know what compelled me, but I climbed up there and got it. And then I was shamed. I was embarrassed that I succumbed to buying 12 toilet paper rolls. That was 2 weeks ago. It's still in the cab of my truck because I'm so embarrassed. I don't want my neighbors to know that I'm an idiot. So it's still there. So this is our topic. Now, in foreign countries, you take this, you utilize it, and you put it in there. You don't flush it down. You don't plug up the toilets. That's how it works. In most parts of the world, Americans, we are all spurled bad. If we don't get what we want, toilet paper, we freak. But Terry and I are here to tell you today, there's other things you can do. This is toilet paper here. If you're utilizing this high-tech system for disposal of paper goods, you can utilize for toilet paper this. My God, it's Kleenex. Do you have a bunch of Kleenex around the house? Toilet paper aside, use Kleenex. It's not bad, especially you get the ones with lotion on. It feels well, anyway, you can utilize Kleenex. Just don't flush it down the toilet. Put it in here. And if you don't have any Kleenex and you're feeling real macho and you want to push the limit, industrial size corrugated paper towels. Hey, a couple days of using that, you're going to walk a little straighter. Trust me. You're going to trade in those briefs for some boxer shorts, I can tell you that. But you can utilize it, and it's up to you when you take this, tie it up, and go take it out to the trash. That's your preference. I can't smell, so being a guy living by myself temporarily, it might be a week. Who knows? But I'm here to tell you, we have options. Toilet paper, Kleenex, paper towels, napkins. I don't have any here to display, but napkins could work. This is how the rest of the world works, and I can take it one step further. In our travels, Terry and I horse trekked across outer Mongolia. We've horse trekked in Tibet. And I have a question to ask you with knowing that. Do you really think while we're doing that, there's bathrooms out there? The answer would be no. And I remember being an idiot on our first night. We rode horses in Mongolia. And I had a van that I had hired with a driver. And he carried a cook. When all our supplies were in that van, we never saw him all day. Then we had 2 nomadic young men who were the owners of the horses, and we had a guide. All of them were guys, including me. So we had no problem. But at the end of the day, my wife Terry, otherwise known as the camel, who never wants to stop at a rest stop to go to the bathroom, says, "RT, we're out on the plains. We're surrounded by herds, nomadic herds of horses, yak, and all kinds of critters all over the place. And they're pitching tents for the night and cooking us up dinner and all that good stuff." And she said, "I have to go to the bathroom." Not a tree to be seen for a gazillion miles. So I went to our guide and said, "Hey, listen, Terry's got to go to the bathroom. What do you recommend?" And he looked around. He looked and he went, "See that herd of yak over there?" I said, "Yeah." "Tell her to go on the other side of them because they move slower than horses." And here's the next question. How about toilet paper? We spent all that time going from nomadic settlement to nomadic settlement along the border of Tibet, horseback. Did they have bathrooms? No. Did they have toilet paper? No. Did we have showers? No. So what did we do? Well, I threw away my underwear after that trip because they looked like a friggin' science project. But nonetheless, that is how it works. You have to adapt. And if ever there's a time for the U.S. to adapt, now's the time. So take my advice. RT and Terry Fitch opens up a whole new perspective when it comes to TP. I hope that helped. I hope you found a little bit entertaining. But we will try to come up with little ideas, as Terry and I are used to in a foreign country, living without what you can always get. Hell, we lived for 4 years without cheddar cheese. Do you know what a bitch that is? So, ladies and gentlemen, hunker down. Look for more news coming up, and please be kind to your dogs. Thank you, folks. Be safe. Love you all.